Your vibe, smile, you're on candid camera. Think that would be a good screenshot for our what do you call it thing? Our thumbnail. See if anybody comes around. What comes around goes around. So this is our wood spirit. We carved the other day on live. I got his eyes painted and his mouth painted. And that's what he came out. I got the clear coat put on him. Signed, dated. Ready for a new home. Ready for a new home. Maybe we take them to the flea market, see if we can get rid of them. That opens up next month. Black Widow Woodworking. How you doing? The Shoop Wood Shop. Hey, how's it going? Grumpy. Hey, BK. Tarek. Mark D. Maker. How's it going, Mark? Did you see the new Gene Messer video? He's not making any more videos. He has retired. Said he's 70, I think 73, I think he said he is. And he's done. He said there's so many new wood carving channels that he's done. He's all done. I might have to go the way of Gene. What do you think, Wood Spirit? Maybe. Retire. Step back from all the fame and fortune of YouTube. Ha 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 ha. I don't know. Retiring sounds like a pretty doggone good idea to me. Quit while you're ahead. Hey, he came out all right. Nothing spectacular. We got in there pretty deep. Mark's just getting started. He's all revved up. Yep, that's exactly what you do with YouTube. You're working for free. Hey, there he is. Hobo's Hideaway. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, me quitting YouTube? I doubt if anybody missed me. I'm just like a fart in a windstorm. There for a second and gone forever. So we were just I do. That's the only reason that these videos get put out is to try to help people out, go over different tools as we get them. Well, I know you. I've been in your channel a few times there, Hobo. But even after our nose exploded off from there, man, the wind is howling here today. We glued the nose back on, and then I kept carving and never even needed to glue it back on because it was we went deep enough to hide it. I was thinking about doing a black wash on it. It'll make these hairs stand out better. I don't know. Not too many people do that anymore. Black wash. It just gets down in all the nooks and crannies and makes things stand out better. Wow. Holy mackerel, what's that blowing away? The wind is a blowing. Ooh, there goes a branch off a tree. What is my finished coat today? What do you think it is? Mod Podge. Mod Podge. Mod Podge. Oh, don't worry. By tomorrow, there'll be enough branches down around here to carve for carve for a year. But unfortunately, it's going to be all oak. Okie doke, oak. Oka doka doka. I found this flagpole standard. I guess flag standard, you call it. It's off a 19, I think the guy says a 1920 Chris Craft wooden boat. It's about 33 inches long. Only if I have to. Oak is it loves to crack. Everything I've ever carved in oak has got cracks in it. I carved some gnomes about a foot high, and it's all cracked. I think this is teak, but man, it's got some harsh face grain right here. So I grabbed it off the boat. The flag was all tattered and gone, and the boat was rotted into the ground. Got this little ball on the end of it. Using it for like a cane. The little ball fits in my hand just right. And then it gets bigger, 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 bigger. Oh, who's that? There's some wood spirits trying to sneak in on our. He's trying to sneak in on our flagpole here. We got the nose and eyes cut in. I believe this is teak. The wood is teak. A lot of those old boats were made out of teak. He's giving you a side eye, BK. You're getting the side eye. Very chippy. But then again, look at how old it is. You know, it was made back in the 20s, so it's older than that. Yeah, I put the face on upside down. The old side eye. I'll paint the eyes. I always paint the eyes. If you don't paint them, they don't stand out. Just kind of all gets muddy, in my humble opinion. Like this guy here. I like them eyes to stick out. See, Kevin over at Sticks and Stones is doing some pretty crazy eye videos, eh? Hi, Kevin. I'm gonna have to close my door. The wind is creating a suction right through here. I don't I don't really want to carve this on alive because of the length of it. Usually something like this I throw in the truck and when I'm out and about, I'll pull like at this time of year, I always keep a one of them folding chairs in the truck. So if I'm out and about and doing whatever and I gotta wait for people, I just sit in the I pull my chair out. Even in the parking lot, I'll get in between like the two cars and just do some carving. But if I'm like at the doctor's office waiting, they got the nice little trees and the nice little grass. I go park on that. I go grab my chair and go park on the grass and do some carving. But yeah, I'm gonna put all kinds of faces on this to about I don't know where it gets skinny. I've decided if I'm gonna do a cut here on the bandsaw, make this square, and then put a handle on top of it, and then use the skinny part at the bottom. It goes down to about 3/4 of an inch right there. But decisions that have to be made. No bugs. Yeah, yeah, it'll rip their wings right off. They're all getting blown out. Well, the storm's coming from the lake to me, so they'll be heading for Lansing or Detroit, where there'll be mug bugs. They'll get mugged by the bugs in Detroit. Yeah, that wind's blowing so hard it's creating a suction in here. Yeah, we'll send them over there to the Viking Warrior Therapy 49, Chris. Let them all blow over on that side of the state. Hey, there's Jordy, Mr. Fusion, Mr. Carbon Fusion. How's the sanding going, Jordy? Did you go sanding or not? Well, I got it propped open, so it shouldn't slam shut. Oh, you missed me yesterday? I talked to you yesterday. I didn't do a live. That's two things I can always count on in the morning. Where for me, afternoon Jordy, for Jordy's 3 hours behind me, is coffee and Jordy. Can always depend on them. Every morning I get up, I send a message. Morning, Jordy. Yeah, they're forecasting tornadoes for lower Michigan and below. Hey, Tim Liss, how you doing, Tim? I didn't get no sleep last night, so I missed Roy's live. I was up all night with the shop inspector. Poor thing. Poor shop inspector. Her back legs stopped working again. I don't know how much longer we have left with her. Oh, you gotta love those little kids recitals. Yeah, we've kept her going, but maybe she'll come back this time too. everybody that chipped in to help her out last time. It's much appreciated. Yeah, there won't be. I don't think I'm going to have another. I think I'm going to get a cat. Jordy's cat seems to be like living forever. Well, thanks for stopping by anyway, Tim. I appreciate it. I was thinking about blackwashing this guy to make all the hairs stand out better. We got the Mod Podge on it, so we don't got to worry about it. Well, with this bark, you don't have to worry about anything soaking into it anyway. Or we got this piece of basswood we could carve something into. I don't know. Get a parrot. No, I have enough things talking to me. I don't need one of them screaming at me. Yeah, I know they live like. I think down at when they used to have a pet store at the mall, they had a great big blue. I want to say cockatoo, and it was it was like 50 years old. It wasn't for sale. It was just like the shop owners. It was like the shop owner's bird. So it was always in there, always yelling at people. It was kind of funny. I've watched the YouTube videos with people that have the parrots and the cockatoos talking. That's all I need is a cockatoo yelling at me. What was that TV? Oh, Beretta. How many people remember that show? He had a cockatoo, big white one. If you can't do the crime, then don't do the crime. How about a possum in a box? We call that box lunch around here. Possum in a box. Box lunch. I don't know. I don't have any idea of anything to carve. I am. Oh, that pencil's still got some lead in it. Or Jordy in the log is in the house. Let all that stuff set up good. So I can't show you him. Our other guy's in there too. Oh, this is going to be one. I got a terrible headache. It's one of them headaches to get right behind your eyes. My neck has been popping all day. A featherless chicken in a box, and we'll call it Kevin. Yeah, Kevin threatened me the other day. He seen my Kevin gnome, and he's like, Well, I'm just gonna carve a kung fu chicken and call it Rob. And I'm like, do it. Oh, somebody's message was retracted. What's it say? Jordy must have bowed out on me. He's my moderator. Or we got a corner piece here. Or we can carve this Grinch. He's on a piece of 2x2. What to do, what to do, what to do. I guess I should be better prepared. But actually, I just bought the live to show off this guy. Don't want to make you guys feel that I abandoned you, because I think we got as far as the eyes. And then let go, let go, let go, let go. So that's why you do the undercut up under there and down under here. It makes them stand out better. Yeah, this bark wasn't too terrible. It was, I mean, we lost, like, I broke that lip off there. I had to glue it back on. We all know the nose broke, and we glued that, but then I ended up carving it deeper, so I carved right by the glued nose part. If there is any of it left, it'd be right just the very tip of that right there, but I think I got past it. Yeah, that face is in there pretty deep. I mean, we're right down to the nitty gritty, the nitty gritty on the side of the bark. This side's a little thicker, but that's just the way the bark grows, you know. We could have carved another face here, but I didn't. I didn't. Oh, what are we gonna do? We gonna do anything, or are we just gonna call it a day? No, I don't go to. I I looked into doing a couple craft shows, and for 3 days it was $1,000 to rent a 10 by 10 space, just big enough to put one of the one of them pop up tent things on. And it's like I look at the stuff I carve and what I got, and I'm like, can I possibly make back that kind of money in 3 days? No, nope, I don't think I can. What am I gonna get for this guy? 10, 15 bucks? You know, I'd have to have 100 of them. I have to sell 100 of them at 10 bucks a piece. You have to sell 100 of them to get your 1,000 bucks back. And then you got to be in like production mode to crank out 100 of these things. Well, at 20 bucks a piece, you'd have to do 50. At 50 bucks a piece, we if we could get 100 bucks a piece out of them, we'd only have to do 10 of them, but that would never happen. Oh, you think they'd sell for $40 all day? I don't know. Well, it is a craft fair, so people are expecting to pay, but I don't got $1,000 to come up with to rent a spot. Well, we're back down to 25 bucks a piece, two for 50. So we'd have to sell 50 of them. Oh, still have to sell 100 of them. Yeah, I would have to have them ready to go, right? Of course, you can sit there and carve them. Oh, we got another piece. We got another corner piece here. We need to carve that. We need to carve something. I don't know what. Something. Something. I don't know. I feel like I've carved everything. I know I could send them back east and probably get 75 bucks out of them. There he is, sticks and stones. We were just talking about you. Were your ears burning? Kevin and his big googly eyes. I love it. We're just trying to figure out if we're going to carve something or not. The leprechauns. Yep, I've got a bunch of them. I probably got about 15 or 20 leprechauns laying around. So basically, it's all basically 1.5 by 1.5, split in half. Let's see. There, and then yeah, I was just talking about carving a Kevin chicken, but I haven't bandsawed it out. The kung fu chicken, and everybody was kung fu fighting. Bum 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 bum. Those kids were quick as lightning. It was a little bit exciting. I have no idea what I'm even doing here. I hear everybody telling me that my sound reduction on this thing is pretty good on the phone. Yeah, he has a lot of things on the corner. Lots of things on the corner. That guy is phenomenal. He does a lot more planning on stuff than I do, though. I think that's terrible. What am I even? I don't think I got any guys over here on the table. I think I put them all away, far away. We could carve a sanity clause. Insanity clause. What else we got laying around here? I don't know. I know there's more Santa Clauses. You should be better prepared, Rob. You should be better prepared. Well, that'd be kind of hard to fit that into this guy. These are all good suggestions. It's just you really need to plan ahead for them, which I have not. I'm gonna take these sharp corners off from here. Carve a bear. Yeah, waiting for Kevin to carve a bear. I even forget how to carve a bear. Man, these corners are biting into my delicate, my little dainty, delicate hands. I like the upswept knives. They let you turn in the wood easier. I've got a couple of them. I got this one here. It's like 1.25 inches, stainless steel that I made. Jordy sent me a piece of burro I made a handle out of. And I got another upswept knife here. This one's not as upswept, but sounded good steel right there, buddy. This is more of a this is what I call a roughing knife, Kevin. Well, this is 1095 steel. $10.95. So it's a good carbon steel. The only thing with the carbon steel, if you had this knife, Kevin, you wouldn't have had to worry about your flood because it's stainless. Yeah, all my knives are usually 1095, but I found I had some of this 440 stainless, which is a good hard stainless. Um, I got a couple little pieces of it. Like I got another piece right here, 1095. Or no, this is a stainless that will become a knife blade. Hobo's doing a UFO. Well, that was a stupid thing to do. I got epoxy on it. I was using it for mixing up epoxy. Oh, we'll be firing up the porch soon. People are asking for knives, so gotta make a couple, I guess. You're in? Well, I'm gonna make some multicolored handles on the new ones. I'm gonna use micarta. I'm gonna make some micarta and multicolored like the Helvey knives. And I just ordered the epoxy today. Man, they're not giving that crap away. Oh yeah, these knives are gonna be big money, big money. I've done lots of wooden handles. I just I've been watching some videos on how to carve or not carve, how to make micarta. So I'm gonna make some multicolored, kind of like the Helvey knives, multicolored um, handles, and see how I like them. I got some of the stuff to make them today. Then I had to order some epoxy. I didn't order a lot of epoxy because I don't know how if I'm going to like the handles or not. What are you carving, Rob? Well, we're just making this triangle piece of wood into a flat piece of wood. You think it will be amazing, huh? I think it'll be an amazing freaking mess, is what I think it's going to be. So I have to build a mold to hold it, and of course it has to be liquid tight, right? Uh oh, what do we got going here? It's starting to look like something. I don't know what. I don't know what, but it's starting to look like a something. Oh, got some rippy wood there. Maybe I need to take that down a little bit lower. Yep, making chips. I got some I picked up some graham crackers when I was at the Walmart. I picked up some graham crackers and some marshmallows. So I need wood to make s'mores. Looks like a bear forming. You think? I don't know about bears. I used to have a bear that I carved around here somewhere. I don't know where he went. Maybe he found Goldilocks and they ran away together. I need a bear tutorial from Kevin is what I need. See that upswept knife, how nice it turns in that wood? I guarantee you if I use a straight blade, it'll start tearing. Should we prove the concept? Split the top and make some ears. All right. Well, I think we're gonna need the we're gonna cheat and use a micromotor for that. What do you think about that, Kevin? Jordy was on here somewhere. Uh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm making it wiggle. Whatever I got to do. All right. Let's see. Jordy was telling me the noise cancellation on this phone is awesome. He said when he watched the playback, you couldn't even hear the Dremel screaming. Where's my silver detail burrs? Right here. I guess I don't need that thing if I use this thing. Let's use the silver football burr. Yeah, usually I throw the whole kitchen sink at my carvings. I gotta get that 3/32 thing out of there. Since we're going with the cut saw detail burrs. You got any of these yet, Kevin? These detail burrs? Get this knife put away. All right. Let's guess I'll fire up the only bad thing is these stainless steel ones don't stick to my magnetic bar. Suck my pencil up. I don't know if this is right. We got our master bear carver, Kevin, in the house. Our resident master bear carver. Might end up looking like a sheepdog. We're getting them ears pretty thin. I think it was Ryan Cook said, push the ears back further. When you think you got them back too far, take them back a little bit more. Get out of there. Vacuum sucking up my cords. Is it going to look like a real bear? I doubt it. I think I might have his nose a little too long. His snout. Yeah, there. Well, that's what we got so far. Turn that off. Good Lord, give me a headache. The worst one than I already got. A bear in a box? Well, we can put a bear head in a box. This is what the bear looks like right before he gets taxidermied. Kevin needs to do a live and carve a bear. Okay, so now I think we got to put a little bit of a point here. I don't know. I don't think this is going to be a very good bear. This side needs to come down a little bit more. Don't forget to rotate your carvings at when you're carving them, and check your depths from side to side. You don't want to, especially on like faces, you don't want to get your you don't want to get your your cheek proportion off. That's why you always see me checking them this way and from the top down and round and round. All right. I think his nose is a little crooked. Could just be the need a bigger piece of wood. Yeah, I agree. I should have went with the I should have went with this piece of 2x2, but I didn't. We went with this. So this is what we got to deal with. All right. We need a scooper. There we go. Custom scooper. Let's see if we sharpen up the scoop. When you're using a gouge, you want to keep your fingers together or keep a back pressure on the gouge so it doesn't get away from you and stab you and give you a U-shaped tattoos. I guess it wouldn't be a tattoo; it'd be a scarification, wouldn't it? How'd you like that move, Kevin? The old U-turn. Think Jordy bailed on us. He's oh, we got a knot right there. A little knot working its way in. He's been busy sanding. Sanding. Well, it's sharp enough. I'm just not talented enough to use it. That's all Kevin's fault. I haven't seen no Kevin videos on carving bears. He keeps telling me, I'm going to make one for you, just carve, Rob. Every spring for the last 10 springs, I've been waiting patiently waiting for one of Kevin's cartoon bears that he carves. Okay. I think this is a little too long. I might be wrong. But then again, I might be right. I don't want to be right. Yep. You're going to keep hearing about it. Because I don't know how to carve bears, and I would really like to learn. Should we put some cheater eyes in this guy? Let's just do some quick, easy cheater eyes. I'm doing good. You think so? I don't know. I know I like this gouge. I do like this gouge. I think we're barely gonna pull it off. Nah. Gonna barely do it. All right, where's my cheater eye thing? Uh, that's not it. Kevin's gonna see me do these eyes. I'm gonna cheat on doing these eyes, and he's gonna be like, I gotta do it that way from now on. It's going good, huh? It's going all right. I don't know where it's going to. Now, does a bear have that split thing like a dog or a cat? You know, here would be his nose. Something like that. And then does he have that thing that comes down like that? Yep. Okay. Good. So we got to put that little notch in there, and then we might have cut it off too much for his bottom mouth. I might have jumped the gun. Might have jumped the gun on that. Oh well, he's gonna be a short mouth bear. Now where did them things go? Come on, man. You're wasting people's time, Rob. You're wasting people's time. Trying to be slick. See my duck bell? It quacks me up. James, how you doing, James? Hey, there's Perry the carving wizard. We're trying to carve something. We don't know what. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my my. I thought I had it and I don't have it. What did I do with it? Where did it go? Oh, duh. It's over there. No wonder you can't find it. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna be perfect for the bear eyes. I do. Oh, now we're gonna need that stupid shrinky dink thing. No. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna need our reducer collet. Then we gotta figure out where. Right about there, I think. Does that look right to you, Kevin? Right about there? Let's see. Yeah, that might work. Go for it. All right, we're gonna go for it. Looks about the same, I guess. Not too bad. We can live with that. Man, that really makes that nose come out. This is some of the best $10 I've ever spent right there. Look about the same depth. Yep. Okie dokie then. Yep. Okay, that'll work. Woo! Uh, we should probably dig this area out here a little bit more. Where the eyes meet the nose. Something like that, I think. This side here's got to come down just a fuzz more. Clean up some of this fuzz stuff. Think it's starting to look like a teddy bear instead of the mean old grizzly bear that we were shooting for. I guess you just get what you get. And we'll angle this lip. Take them sharp edges off. Then we can go ahead and I want a thin blade for this. The Just Carve Rob, super fine. Super fine blade. Come on. Come on, handwork. Sometimes they quit on me. Around this muzzle over without chopping our nose off. And I think a bear's bottom here slides backwards just a little bit. Oh, I can see it now. I can see it. I think I can see it starting to come together here in my head. Still may end up it still may just be a sheepdog when it's all said and done. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. You think we can pull that off? Does that look all right to you guys? Get rid of that thin edge too. Always paint. Yep. There's always paint. Like, the old welder says, a grinder and paint makes a welder what he ain't. Oh, yes, I can see this one going in the firebox. This may be a failure. Well, I didn't mean to build up everybody's hopes on a bear. Is what it is, I guess. It can't all be they all cannot be masterpieces, but they all can be a piece. Whose idea was it to carve a bear anyway? That's what I wanna know. Boom, boom, boom. And take a little wedge out of there. And then we take a little so his mouth, the lower part of his mouth would be right here, right where the knife blade is. So we're just gonna I don't know, do I go up and around like that and cut into it? Something like that, and then that shows the shows the mouth, I guess. And then angle that down. And then we can bring this right up under there. And up under there. Just make the edge of that stick out a little bit. Then come back around here and clean up all them sharp edges. Make sure you got your knife the right way. I'll roll that back a little bit more. Yeah, looking about the same depth there. And like with your wood spirit faces, the eyebrows will tell you whether he's happy or sad or wants honey. He's Winnie the Pooh. So we'll round that off a little bit. We'll do the same to the other side. Get them eyes rounded off there. Get more of that heart shape. There you go. One bear. A teddy bear, yep. You can make better bears if you use a little bit bigger piece of wood, I think. You're not so restricted by the size of wood. I mean, we're only talking, what is that, 2.5 inches? If I had thought about it beforehand, I could have got a bear pattern and put it on a piece of 2x2 or 3x3, or even I got some bigger poplar blocks. Got it all roughed out before the show. But I really wasn't planning on going live today just because it's been a rough day. Considering I was thinking about doing a cowboy, we went from cowboy to bear. How the heck did that work out? Get rid of some of these rough marks from that. From that coarse tool. The thing that sucks is when you get into the thin wood like this, it don't take much to chip a chunk off from there. And then you'll be putting epoxy ears on them. Uh-huh. I think I got one ear bigger than the other. Yeah, this side here's got to come over a skosh more. A skosh. There we go. That's looking better. Better and better. Looks like we got the sides down where we want them. Yeah, I remember when my grandparents lived up there in Bushkill Falls in Pennsylvania, man. We had bears all over the freaking place. Old grandpa, he'd feed them. V-tool. No, we don't want a V-tool. We want a U-gouge. Oh, that's a V-tool. We want a U-gouge to split his yeah, I seen him chase a bear up a tree with a prop line off from the clothesline. You know, you got a clothesline, you string it from tree to tree, and then you get a Y branch and stick it up inside the clothesline. It keeps your clothes up off the ground. I remember one time he was feeding bears. He had a bear. It was a cub that he had practically raised. The mother got taken out during bear season, so he had raised it. It started hanging around. And he started feeding it. Fed it like a dog. I think they were even feeding it dog food. Him and my grandma and table scraps and all that stuff. It's like a big dog. And he'd buy cases of marshmallows from the store because Bushkill Falls is kind of like a tourist area anyway. So he'd go around to all the little stores in the fall and buy the marshmallows that were getting stale. And the bear's name was Timmy, and he'd feed him marshmallows. And one day, the old grandpa was about half in the bag from the moonshine that he made, and he's feeding the bear, and bear slobber was on his hand, so the marshmallow stuck to his hand, right? So the bear bit down to get the marshmallow and got his finger, and then he beat the bear for biting him. He grabbed that stick and started smacking the bear on the ass, and the bear went up the tree and was sitting up there like a big cat looking down at him, hissing. So they took him to the hospital because he had to have stitches put in his finger. It almost took his finger right off. And when you go into the hospital, like, okay, how did you get this injury? And of course, he's still three sheets in the wind. Oh, that damn bear bit me. And the nurse is like, a what bit you? A bear. So next thing you know, you got the Department of Natural Resources showing up. Oh, you're gonna have to capture. They told him you're gonna have to capture that bear so that we can do a rabies test on it. And Grandpa's like, I don't gotta capture that bear. It's in my backyard all the time. It lives there. Yeah, that's how my childhood went. Walking, but I'm not Timothy Treadwell. I wasn't trying to go out there and make friends with him. But man, there was bears. I don't know how it is nowadays up there. It's the population's really grown up there as far as people. They took most of the mountain and turned it into condos. Just not as much fun as it used to be. Catskills, yep. Dingman's Ferry. There's a bear head. We barely got through it. I know when I moved from New Jersey, a lot of family lives in Pennsylvania, Tennessee, um, and New Jersey. I never seen a bear my whole life growing up there. I lived there 23 years, and now my uncle Dave was telling me that they had to put their garbage cans in a jail, with steel bars because the bears would come in and just throw the garbage all over the place. Now they're reporting bears down in my area. It used to be you had to go up north towards Irons Mountain and that to get bears. Yep, Irons Mountain. Uh, you go up there and bait them and everything. Oh, they're in your garbage all the time. Yeah, we used to call raccoons trash pandas. Now the bears are the real trash pandas. Oh, yeah. You hang up a bird like that's like McDonald's for a bear. It's a drive-through. Just come in, grab that, and hand it right over and wolf it down. And then they don't even leave your bird feeder. Sometimes they'll haul them off. Yeah, we never had bear problems when I lived in New Jersey, but now I guess they're getting a little bit on the. They're getting used to. They've migrated down from Pennsylvania and New York State, and they're raising havoc. New Jersey hasn't had a bear hunting season in 100 years because they chased all the bears up to Pennsylvania. And Uncle Dave was saying they're talking about bringing it back. Now I don't know. This was a couple years ago. I talked to him about it, so I don't know if they bought it back or not. I know here it's a big hassle to bear hunt. You got to get bear permits, and then you got to find some place up there. It's up close to the UP. That's Upper Peninsula. And if you're a Youper, you live in the Upper Peninsula. Well, it's nowhere near as good as Kevin's bears. But considering I haven't even tried carving a bear in 5 or 6 years, kind of looks like that bear from that movie Ted. I'm lifting his eyebrows up a little bit and make him look like he's a little unhappy about being here. Why did you bring me out of the wood? I think we need to bring this back a little bit more here. Got to come up a little bit more. Don't cut your finger. Don't cut your finger. Don't cut your finger. Don't cut your finger. Don't cut your finger on the World Wide Web. Don't do it. Yes, I know. Should be wearing a carving glove, but I'm carving like I drink. It's good thing I don't drink beer anymore. These this baby bear needs a jug of honey. He needs something. Needs some help. But that's as good as I can do right now. Considering we're carving cold here. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Cold carving. Didn't even have a clue we were going to do a bear. Cold practice carve. Wood's biting that way, so we got to go up this way. It's fighting us. It's fighting us. And there you go, people. One bear. Where's our groover at? Got enough to do it? We're not going to be able to go very deep because we don't got very much ear. We do not have very much thickness of ear here. Oh, just broke the ear. So destructive, Rob. You're so destructive. Cracked it, right? Right there. We cracked it. Oh well. Coat it with the Mod Podge. It'll self heal. It'll self glue itself back on there, I hope. Who am I kidding? I'm not going to Mod Podge this thing. Right there, I can feel it moving when I scoop. That's why you never want to pry with your chisel. You'll do what I just did. Crack it. It's a kraken. It's a butt kraken. See, it's a little bit straight right there. There, that cleaned it up. And yes, this would be much easier if I just used a cuts all ball burr spear burr. It would be much easier, yes, and a whole lot less chance of cracking it. There you go, Teddy Ruxpin. Oh, Tarek's leaving. He had enough of my nonsense. Bye, Tarek. We're almost done here anyway. Considering I was only going to come on here to show that wood spirit. There. And I can go in here and round these eyes off because they do have when I scooped it in, I did one a little too deep with the scooper. So I got some flat spots on the eyes. But that's par for the course. Can I put the eyes in deeper? Yeah, I could. But, this is just garbage anyway. He'll probably end up in the box. In the box. In the box with you. One of the many cardboard boxes that's sitting around here got discontinued, almost done projects in it. Guess we could turn it into a magnet. Add this to the box of free giveaways when we hit 8,000. We'll have them all painted up and figure out something to do. Maybe we'll just bring this down. Give them some little arms and yeah, we can do like a what do you call it? A bust, a bear bust. See, I had the right idea starting out. I should have left that longer, but is what it is. Try to get some of them rough night marks off from there. I've done quite a few 2D bears on gun stocks. Mostly grizzly bears and buffaloes. I guess we got to do another a guy in the box. We'll make a Kevin in the box. All of his clothes got washed away in the flood. Now he's got to wear cardboard boxes. Have I ever showed you my buffaloes, Kevin? I just finished it. I got two big buffaloes and a baby. And when I was carving the baby, I accidentally chopped his head off. What did I do with them? This is a commission piece here. I haven't been able to find the guy's number to tell him it's done. There's my buffaloes. And my baby, when I was carving it, his head broke off, so I had to carve a whole nother friggin' head. Hey, Roy's Timber Arts is here. How you doing, Mr. Roy? These are my buffaloes. The other side. Buffalo butt, baby buffalo butt. Now, this piece of wood is different than basswood. It's linden. So yeah, I gotta get a hold of the guy, and I'll probably see him sometime. Usually, if I know I'm going to where he usually is, I'll take that with me, and then I can get it out of here before it gets broke again. Well, I don't know. It cuts a little bit different, Kevin. I know they're the same species, but I think there's something just a little different about them. Let's see the bottom. Yeah, you can see the baby buffalo was in that end, right? Grain change, that's why. Look how wide the grain. See how wide the grain is on this guy? It cuts a uh the grain on basswood is a little bit tighter grain. Well, I've been working on it for, I don't know, a year and a half. Yeah, we might as well do that right now while it's sitting here and I got the marker. Started in 2025, but it's finished now, so we'll put actually I think I started this in 2024. There. That was the hardest part about this whole carving was that doing that little friggin' head. There's my buffaloes. And there's our Teddy Ruxpin bear. Oh, you want the bear? V-tool. No, you're getting the Kevin in a box gnome is what you're getting. Maybe a knife if you're nice. Woo! Almost got that V-shaped tattoo I was talking about. Almost, not quite. Now you gotta be careful with your ear because we know this ear's cracked, so we gotta be careful of that ear. Well, I don't know how much of a bear that looks like. What's my favorite knife? Out of all my knives that I've made and have, is this one right here. It's got a birch handle, super light, super thin, slices through just about everything. Fingers, uh, all kinds of good stuff. Yep, Teddy Ruxpin. That's what he looks like. I'd have to sit down for a couple days and get some more viewing material on bears. Don't forget, this bear came out of my head, so I'm surprised it doesn't have 8 eyes. I'm surprised it even looks like a bear, to be honest with you. Could have been better, could have been worse. Can always be better, though. Hey, Jordy, did you see the last Gene Messer video? He's retired. He's not going to make any more videos, he said. He's all done. 70, I think I want to say he said he was 73. I'm not for sure on that, but he's been around since YouTube's been around. 2011, I think he said he started making videos because there just wasn't nobody making them. He said now that there's so many new people to take over the teaching process that he didn't feel that he had to continue on with teaching, which I think I always like watching Gene's videos. I'm gonna do that caricature snake that he did. I'm gonna carve that on a piece of 3x3, I think. Yeah, he said he's got 2,200 videos. He's gonna leave them up. Yeah, he's a legend. Gene's the godfather of flat plains carving on YouTube. That's for sure. He mentioned a lot of different channels, Kevin. None of them you weren't on the list. Yeah, Alec Lacasse is he's a phenomenal carver artist. Well, you gotta be pretty good if you open your own school, right? Except if you're me, then you just open a school of fools. Well, Roy's burning the midnight oil tonight. He's like 5 hours ahead of me. So it's 8 o'clock here, so that'd make it 1300 there. Yeah, you're like the herpes, Kevin. You pop up and irritate everybody for a couple months, and then you disappear for a while. Oh, where'd that one come from? I'm like, oh, great, Kevin's back. But you can't sleep. Yeah, I had that problem myself. My dog is dying, I think. I'm like, "Oh, man, Kevin's back, awesome." And then he goes silent. He's got all these big plans of what he's gonna do on the channel, and then he's gone. So I text messages him. He don't if he's not on YouTube, he ain't talking to you. I'm like, "Kevin, what's going on? Why are you on YouTube?" "Nothing." The cone of silence I get. I get the cone of silence. It's okay, Kevin. I'll wait for you, buddy. I like your videos. I really like the eye thing you did. I'm gonna have to practice that and then steal it and call it my own. I'm terrible. You were adopted by aliens. Yeah, but they're the ones you made, so you got no excuses. Kevin made his own aliens, a boy and a girl. It's hard when you're raising kids. Especially kids in high school. Maybe next time I'll have everything set up and we'll carve a cowboy. Anybody want to see a cowboy? They're never growing as long as they're living at home. You always worry about them. All right, so next time what we'll do is we'll carve a cowboy in a box. It's going to be Kevin. He didn't like the idea of the gnome in the he's the gnome in the box. He goes, I don't wear hats like that. I'm small like a gnome, but I don't wear hats like that. Kevin's like 4'3". He makes a bigger appearance. That's why he always has his camera zoomed in to make everything look bigger. The blocks of wood he's working on that look like 3x3s are only 1x1. Them little tiny hands of his. Yep, we're gonna carve a Kevin in the box. Maybe we'll start tomorrow. I gotta stop picking on Kevin. He'll disappear on me again. Oh, you're 5 foot tall. I'm sorry. I know how touchy you are about your height. Yeah. Short people got no feelings. Short people got no. Remember that song? Short people got no feelings. I don't know how to do the arms. Something like that, I guess. Your hands are huge. I thought that was just one of the forced perception things. Should I put his arms going in or just have them coming down the side? I think just going down the side, maybe. Now that we got this chicken scratch all over there. Hey, I'm waiting for the kung fu chicken. I think that'd be wicked. I don't care if you call it just carve up kung fu chicken. I like it. I can take a joke. Take the jokes. Take all the jokes. Just gives me more fabulous stories to tell y'all. The time that Kevin carved me as a kung fu chicken. All right, all right, all right. It's all right with me. Carve me as a panda. That would I'll get to see how you make a freaking bear. You can carve me as the kung fu panda. But then you'd actually have to carve a bear, and we know that you're allergic to bears. Retooled in some arms. Yeah, I heard it the other day on your live, Roy. Something about farting. Yeah, that's my battle cry. All right, all right, all right. It'd be all right. Sure, keep the hand away from there. Now it really looks like Teddy Ruxpin. Would you like to be my friend? Get all that pencil off from there. Yes, I know that's not what bear arms look like, but that's what we're putting on this guy. Well, my chicken chow mein should be done. And my neck is killing me here. So I think it's time for us to say goodbye. MOUSE. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I really appreciated that you showed. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Oh, where's our pen? Just so I don't get yelled at. Not that anybody will ever see this again. There you go. Signed and dated, Jordy. I could see you typing on the keyboard already. Where's the signature, Rob? Where's it? Jordy keeps me honest with the signatures. Hang that knife. This is a nice knife too, Roy. This one's 1095. The other one's 1095. High carbon steel. That's usually what I make blades out of. Except these, I got a couple of these are stainless steel with a Canadian burl. Jordy sent me the wood to make this handle. All right, share, subscribe, and like. Be awesome. Carve something awesome. And we will catch you on the next one. All right, Kevin? All right. All right, Jordy? All right. All right, Spike? All right. No, not 1090. Oh, that guy. I'll tell you, that Kevin. Yeah, I could probably sell a shitload of them for 1095. I wouldn't ever have to do anything else but sit out there with my little I've got my forge is little tiny forge that I make carving knives with because longest blade I've ever make for a carving knife was 2 inches. Anything bigger than 2 inches becomes a hunting knife. All right, we'll catch y'all later. Share, subscribe, be awesome, carve something awesome, carve every day if you can, and we will catch you later. Bye.